Arsenal is leading the race for McAidoo. You know, McAidoo is really one of the most exciting young talents in England, and Arsenal is in for him. Then we are having a story of Joe Gomez coming in from Liverpool, as there is Bayern Munich interest, and what is really going to happen in there for you. And Lamine Yamal has shown his aftermath reactions after the sacking of Xavi and the coming in through of Hans Flick as the manager for the side of Barcelona. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are, and continue to obviously show love to this channel by subscribing hugely, because you want to hit 22,000 subscribers. And guys, let's obviously make it and see how things really move on. Now, let's see close to 300 plus likes marking this video, and let's continue to obviously spread the love widely. Now today, Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead and obviously told us that exclusive Arsenal made proposal, and they're currently leading the rest to sign Ryan McAidoo, 2008 born talented forward. He's expected to leave Chelsea this summer. Best project proposal so far came from Arsenal. McAidoo played for England under 16 and under 17 this season. And guys, I've gone ahead to look at this guy, and I tell you what, at his age, his physical appearance, he's really very, very attractive for any team. You know, he's being looked to as the next Bukayo Saka, but at the age of 15, and I think he's gonna be making 16 years this year, he can even get into the team of Arsenal. I tell you, that's what was gonna obviously excite me. But how is he? Let me give you a little bit of a snippet of this guy. He is a left-footed player. He plays as a right attack midfielder. You know, that is his preferred position, but he can play into the midfield. He can play as a central attack midfield. He can play as a center forward, but his hugely liked position is a right attack midfield. And I tell you, if Arsenal complete this deal, this guy is gonna get into the team of Arsenal next season. I tell you, he's young and his physical attributes are really next to none. And you know what is going to obviously fail very many youngsters in the Premier League, from elevating from the academy to the first team of the Premier League teams like Manchester United, Arsenal, Man City, and so on and so forth, because the physical attributes in the Premier League are really very, very important. They've also gone ahead to affect players like Fabio Vieira from obviously getting into the team of Arsenal. You know that very well, because he's not physical, and that's why you see it that he really gets injured a lot. He has not gone ahead to master the craft of the league of the Premier League. But this young lad, he's gonna be making 16, and I tell you, Arsenal are pushing to obviously sign him for a reason that he's really doing the needful. And I tell you, he comes in at Arsenal, he'll get into the team of Arsenal because he's a fighter. When you look at the way he plays, he bullies people, you know, because of his strength and really his physical attribute. He's strong, he has a heavy left foot, and the difference he has with Bukayo Saka is he's a tight he acts well in tight spaces with the ball. You know, when he gets that ball, he dribbles off and he's unpredictable. When he gets the ball, you don't know whether he's really gonna run to the byline or gonna really body feint inside. He does a lot on the ball, and that's why I've gonna obviously love him about. He's really a very good youngster, and we all know that when a player is obviously reaching the age of 16, 17, that's when he obviously signs his professional contract, and he can leave a club at any time he feels like, not until he puts pen to paper, like you saw Arsenal did for Nwaneri when he made 16 years of age, and teams were like, Nwaneri want to sign you, and Arsenal convinced him to sign a contract that makes him turn 17, and after turning 17, they obviously tied him onto a longer contract of 5 years at the club of Arsenal. And I think it's the same thing that Arsenal is going to be doing with McAidoo, because he's a talented guy and he's going to be signing his contract at Arsenal if everything goes on as well. But Arsenal is leading the race for this youngster, and he's really exciting, referred to as the next Bukayo Saka. And I think tit for tat is a fair game. Remember, Arsenal went ahead to obviously lose Hutchinson to the side of Chelsea on a free. And Hutchinson was, I think, 18, and he was a left-footed attacking midfielder for the side of Arsenal. Arsenal offered him a new contract. Hutchinson said, no, I'm going to Chelsea. And when he went to Chelsea, things never went on, not on as expected. He really went to a loan on Ipswich, and he brought Ipswich to the Premier League. And I would expect Ipswich obviously sign him on a permanent deal to see to it that he plays there, and you're going to be enjoying him if at all he plays for Ipswich next season, because he's a brilliant talent. And Arsenal is like, all right, you took away our player, and now let's obviously ride and rob this one from you. But we all don't forget, let's not forget that Arsenal really has a very good understanding with Chelsea. In the recent past, they've gone ahead obviously sign 2 players from Chelsea. Is it even 2? Yeah. Willian was a free agent. So they signed Kai Havertz, they signed Jorginho, and remember they also signed William Gallas way back in 2008. They signed David Luiz from Chelsea, Petr Cech from Chelsea. So Arsenal and Chelsea really have a very good working relationship, and we wait to see how Arsenal is really gonna fish from the lake of Chelsea once again. And this is a youngster that is really exciting, and everyone is like, let's see this guy get at Arsenal. And Chelsea is like, we should keep him, but the youngster's gonna have to make a decision, and Arsenal is leading the race. And from anytime from now, you might hear a here we go coming in through from Fabrizio Romano as the first signing of Arsenal this summer transfer window. Let's leave that at that, and let's go a little bit to Merseyside, as Ekram Kona is telling us that Liverpool have no plans to sell England defender Joe Gomez, 27 years of age, despite interest from Bayern Munich. And Joe Gomez had gone ahead to get into the team of Liverpool and under Jurgen Klopp, and I was really shocked when he was left with just 1 year on his contract, with him not being so actively in the previous season, and went ahead to sign a 5-year contract with Liverpool. I was like, what is Joe Gomez all about? Doesn't he want to go to the Euros? But I think there was a promise, and last season, when Konate was injured, and Trent Alexander-Arnold injured, and Joel Matip, he found himself playing into that back line of Liverpool. And he's a talented player that he has gone ahead to be utilized heavily into that entire back line. He at one time played as a left back, sometime played as a right back, and into the central defense as a player. And he's really talented. I love Joe Gomez. And he's one of those players that surprisingly went to the Euros with the England national team. And his experience is hugely needed. But at 27 years of age, if Bayern Munich is needing a player, you don't let him go. That means there is something special they're going to hate to see in that player. And Ancelotti coming in through as a new manager, you don't need to sell these players that are really good. You just have to give them a chance. And I think Ancelotti is going to give him a chance. And next season, it's really going to be an open check an open first team for Joe Gomez. If Joe Gomez shows his character and quality, I tell you what, he's obviously going to be played into that side of Liverpool, and he'll be competing with Quanch, Konate, and Virgil van Dijk, because the man himself, who goes by the names of Joel Matip, left. But the manager of Liverpool also wants to bring in another central defender, because he believes, to be on the safe side, he needs another central defender to make it 5. Because when you count Quanch, Virgil van Dijk, Konate, and Joe Gomez, you obviously need another central defender to make it 5, because Quanch is a work in progress, right? And he's coming in from the academy. He's a youngster. He's still learning. He's this kind of player that even if you bench him, he's not going to come out and really complain. And we know managers like Ancelotti, if at all that youngster goes ahead, obviously convince him that he's really good enough, he'll get him onto the pitch alongside Virgil van Dijk. And for Virgil van Dijk, there is no question marks on him really getting to that team. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But Liverpool have really said no to the interest of Bayern Munich into Joe Gomez, and they want to obviously keep the player at the side of Liverpool. And that is exciting, and you're waiting to see how Ancelotti is obviously going to initiate him to the team, on whether it's going to get him ample playing time or not. Now, let's obviously go to a little bit to Barcelona. You know, this youngster was given his debut by Xavi. He goes by names of Lamine Yamal. He's a Moroccan born, but he's now playing for Spain. You know that Spain and Morocco are really separated by the border, but they're really next to one another. And Yamal has said, I was very sad with Xavi's departure, but I'm very excited about Hans Flick. Now, obviously, he had to be very sad about Xavi's departure, the man that really trusted him at the age of 16 to get him into the team of Barcelona and went ahead to have a very amazing season at that club. And if you've been brought into the team of Barcelona by a manager who is really still learning, a work in progress, then you need to obviously get excited when a manager of huge experience that has gone ahead to see the likes of Musiala, Leroy Sane, Serge Gnabry, and so on and so forth, really excel at the head of Bayern Munich, come to your club. You need to be excited because you now know that you have a manager who is really proven at really grooming and turning young players into great stars at your club. And I know why he's really excited about Hans Flick. So Hans Flick is obviously trying to work around that team of Barcelona, and we are waiting to see what results are really going to be coming out next season for Hans Flick. And for Barcelona, there are some fixtures that they've already gone ahead to confirm into their ilk as far as their preseason is really concerned. And when you look at their fixtures, they're really having to play Man City on the 31st of July. They're going to be playing Madrid on the 3rd of August, and they'll play Milan, that is AC Milan, on 6th August, meaning that those are the 3 confirmed friendlies for Barcelona as they prepare for their preseason. And those are the games that Hans Flick is going to again to use to see to it that he prepares his side to go on and really play huge games. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Arsenal leading race for McAidoo, you know, this youngster who is really very talked about as the new Bukayo Saka. Then he's known as Ryan McAidoo. And what do you make about Liverpool insisting that Joe Gomez is known for sale? And lastly, what do you make about Lamine getting sad at this time, getting excited for the coming in of, for the departure of Xavi and the coming in of Hans Flick, respectively. Rokani David remains my name. First video of the day, and more is yet to come in here for you. And just continue to subscribe and keep locked in for the lessons and information as far as this is concerned. I sign out for now. See you later. Barakallahu fikum. Trusted source Fabrizio Romano getting us this Ryan McAidoo story. Bye bye.